With us now is Maryland junior short stick defensive midfielder Isaiah Davis-Allen. And Isaiah, as you look back on the first season of Big Ten lacrosse, what stood out to you about playing in this league?
Well, for me personally, it was a new experience. I thought, it was a bunch of fun, playing with some big schools in Michigan. And Michigan's got a large, student body, large, football history, things like that. So, that was fun. And obviously, it's always fun to play teams like Hopkins as well.
Your team was the #1 scoring defense in the nation last year, giving up just 7 goals per game. What's the philosophy or the mindset of your defense that allows you to have this kind of success?
Well, I think with anything like that, it starts from the top bottom. So, you have to start off talking about, Coach Tillman. Coach Tillman really preaches about, all the small things with our poles, keeping their sticks in the right spots. And then just going, underneath Coach Tillman, you have to go to Coach Connery. Coach Connery's been awesome. He pushes our defense, every single day, make sure our team's playing our absolute best. And then just going to, seniors like Casey that year and people like that, all those guys had our defense going in the right way all season.
A lot of players want the ball in their stick. They want to be an offensive weapon. You have the ability to do both, but you play on the defensive side because it's the greatest need for your team. How do you feel like your game has grown over the course of your now 3 years with Maryland?
I think obviously just moving from high school to college, the first big thing that changes is obviously your size and speed. So coming in as a freshman, I was about 20 pounds lighter. I put on some muscle mass. And then the point after that was just, trying to get my IQ up. And, that started with a senior my freshman year named Brian Cooper. And, he had me watching hours and hours of film every single day, which, that's probably why I'm at where I'm at right now. And I'm pretty sure everyone else would say the same thing.
You come off the wing on face-offs. What's the most important thing you do in that moment to help your team win the ball?
I would say just keeping off my other wing guy, because most of our face-off guys are pretty good about just popping the ball out and then picking it up kind of just by themselves. So I would say that my main job is to make sure that our face-off guys don't get blown up.
Well, when you come away with the ball though in those scenarios, how often are you looking to take it yourself, and how do you know when you want to go to cage and take a shot?
It's kind of something that Coach Tillman has as practice. We do a lot of face-off work, and it's for me it's kind of just a read. If I think I can shoot and score, I'll try to do that. But for the most part, we have big time a goal scorers like Matt Rambo, a Brian Cole. So 5 times out of 10, I'll try to let the goal scorers score.
What have you learned from playing the sport of lacrosse that has helped you as a student at Maryland?
Part of playing, I wouldn't say just playing, men's lacrosse, but playing any sport, it's just like school. It takes time. It takes hours. You have to put in a lot of work in order to be good at that specific craft. So I think it's just the work ethic and learning how to manage that time.
Last year, your team won a Maryland record 15 games, went all the way to the NCAA championship game before falling to Denver. How did that loss motivate this team during the offseason?
Well, I think any time that you lose a big game like that, obviously it stings a lot. And speaking from, our team is so close, and I think seeing our seniors cry at the end of that game really has pushed this team since fall into playing the best we possibly can. And the big word for this fall has been effort, just trying to give your maximum effort in whether it's the classroom, the weight room, on the field, just anything that you do in life. I think that's really pushed us forward.
Maryland junior defensive midfielder Isaiah Davis-Allen, we appreciate the time and best of luck this year.
Yeah, appreciate it.